Gemini, the last 48 hours of Gemini, and there's a turn up, is what I'm hearing. So turn ups or chinos, or a casino, someone going to a casino and spending money. I don't know, I'm hearing casino or chinos, I don't know. But it sounds like a casino, but something turned up. I don't know if that's money or you won, or somebody turned up at your house or home. And there's been a turn of events, meaning it's turned around. So I'm having better luck than I did last time. So I don't know, luck, Lucy, Lucifer, a Capricorn, or anybody beginning with L, Linda, Elijah. But yeah, I keep hearing there's been a turn up, there's been a turn of events, and something has changed. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, life path 4, and the luck is on my side. Lucky is on my side, Lucky Lucy, or Lucky Laura, I don't know. Somebody is on someone's side anyway. So it feels like there's been a change, but it might be where someone's now got money. There's been a change, which is change in money, and I've now got money. So I don't know what that is for you, if you've been paid at work, or if it's to do with a casino or chinos. What would chinos be? Chinos are turnips, like old clothes. So I don't know what that's for a lot of you, but something's turned up anyway. There could have been a turn of events within your energy, and someone turned up at your house or home or work, something like that, but there's been a turn of events. Anyway, so Gemini, how you doing? You can watch this as a Capricorn or a life path 6 if you follow me in numerology, meaning that you can also watch Capricorn readings, Gemini. Because of the 6 on top of the card, we read in numerology. So the last 48 hours of Gemini, last 48 hours, Gemini, what's been going on? 2 of Cups. So you more than likely wasn't with this person, but there has been, I'm also hearing, looking in your big brown eyes. Ooh, yeah. So someone's either been looking up someone's big brown eye, or they've been looking into their brown eyes. I don't know. Someone could have brown eyes, or lies. That would be truth or dare. So it's kind of like, I don't know. You could have a new person for some of you. But 2 of Cups is normally a breakup for me, and you haven't been together with the person. Don't forget, we're looking into the last 48 hours, okay? So you may or may not be talking to this person or haven't been. Let's see, metaphysical, meaning distance from soulmate. Last 48 for Gemini. 4 of Wands, yeah, the twin flame trigger. I triggered you, you triggered me, Rodney. Or Dave, anybody getting with D, or Devil, or Devi, or Evie, or Evie, or Steve. But yeah, probably split up maybe for a while. And then the 4 of Wands is like, we're still in a relationship, but we're just kind of not together. For a lot of you. Spending time at home. Someone could have turned up at your home. I also hear someone got kicked out of home as well. Got kicked out of house and home. Sherlock Holmes. Shirley. Palace. Crystal. Chris. Christine. Chrissy. Let's see. Because I'm hearing Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace. That's a football team and a place. Fish, Piscean. If I say place, you say fish. Let's see. Gemini. Leo. So there's the turn-up energy. Someone may have turned up at your house or your home here, or you did or they did, and then you kind of reconciled. Unless this is going on at home, and this is an Aquarian Leo. Scorpio, Aries possible. Well, placements don't have to be sun sign. Let's see, last 48 for, because it seems like that there's reconciliation here. Gemini. 9 of Wands. What the hell? Is it Capricorn or a Gemini? I don't know. This is like together but apart. Like, I'm now worried about that this is going to happen again, because there's like triggers like coming out of like anxiety, or like worrying the person's going to do it again, standing on eggshells, like, you know, being attacked by a wolf. But like if I leave the gate open, or I leave, like, if I leave myself vulnerable and open again, this is going to happen again. because there feels like this energy that isn't enough and it wasn't enough. So for some of you, you could have still been within the last 48 or the last week. You have still got the person on your mind, so you're not split up forever, or Trevor, or Tracy, or Tanya, or Tatiana, and then you're still classed as like in a relationship, but distant, because of control and narcissism and gaslighting and maybe triggering here. And then it feels like, because this feels like intimidation, like even if you get a Leo energy that feels intimidated, they can come across as intimidated, like intimidating, right? It's because it's also like, I don't want to rock the boat and start like arguing. I don't want to argue about it, right? So it feels like I got attacked, or I'm going to be attacked. So now I'm intimidated. But if you've got gaslighting, someone that plays a victim of intimidation, saying that you're intimidating me, but you're not intimidating a person, then the mirror and the trigger is of gaslighting here. Because this could be multifaceted. It could be Virgo, but it could also be Aquarian placements and Leo placements, or life path energy. So it feels like there's been a hell of a lot of gaslighting within, like making someone believe that you was at fault, and I'm making you believe that you know, smoke and mirrors. You know, because this is kind of like, okay, I made you believe to get what I want. Like, I stuck my heels in to get what I want, and I eventually got it. Because this is search and destroy. I destroyed the relationship by going off my mind and blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? And then I got what I want because you ended up giving me what I want. So the game worked, pretty much. Michael Douglas, Michael Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jamin, we're jamming, Jan. But basically I played a game and it worked because I got what I wanted. So I stuck my heels in until I got what I wanted. So there could have been like a narcissistic trait, pushing buttons, broke up for a while, stuck your heels in until you give me what I want here. Because this is like abandonment, self-sabotage. Like I sabotaged this, and now I've sabotaged it. Now we can reconcile and we can get back together, and then I can plan in the future to do this again, because people don't change. So it feels like that there is reconciliation here within the last 48 hours, but something that is inevitable, more than likely to happen again. Because like I said, if this is search and destroy energy is, okay, I'm searching out to reconcile, great, we've reconciled, okay, and now let's just do it again, and then we can build it up and then destroy it again. Like, destroy the relationship once we've built it up. You know, you have to build up a relationship for it to be destroyed. So you've got a hell of a lot of someone that could have a lot of self-sabotage issues. Sabotaging relationships so they can build it and then destroy it, and build it and destroy it. It's just like a building of a home and destroying it. Right? So, yeah. That's how it feels. Well, definitely I would say both people, because a narcissist can also feel that way, that you're at fault. You know, let's see, Two of Cups. Yeah, so you got Capricorn energy possible. So it wasn't really going anywhere. There was a plan that eventually I'm going to reach out, but I'm more thinking about it at the moment, meaning I'll just think about it. What's the Four of Wands for Gemini? Nine of Swords. You got a lot of Virgo energy. 9, unfulfilled and unsatisfied. Thinking and more thinking. And exhausted. This is also, I'm flat on my back and I'm exhausted here. Drained by this energy. Which means it depends on how many times or how quick relationships are destroyed. Because they can happen within a day or 2 or 3. You know, let's see, yeah, there you go, search and destroy, the Tower. So it's bringing the Tower down, which is exactly that. Let's build the Tower, let's start the relationship and build it up, and then we can destroy the relationship with what we've built upon, which means that it was faulty, which means that you've got control there, trying to control a direction until I get what I want. here. So it's someone that can multiply and think about anything. This is also phallic and sex. But it's kind of like, until I get what I want, I'm going to destroy the relationship here. Okay, and then I'm going to rebuild upon a faulty foundation and then basically do it again. Because it's kind of like, look, let's just bygones be bygones. Let's literally, I mean, it could be meet halfway. Virgo had that, Virgo were in the last reading I did of Cancerian or Life Path 7, where I said, let's just meet halfway and meet in the middle. That feels like a reconciliation of what was broken is now been fixed, but it's still broken here. Because it's another cycle that you've agreed to do again, but it's a 9. So it replays itself out again to the same energy. Let's see what this 9 of Wands has been about. So, multifaceted number about the relationship. Someone has been absolutely besotted over the relationship itself as well. Thinking about the relationship constantly all the time, right in front of my eyes. So this could be Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn person, but Taurus / Sagittarian Life Path 5, Capricorn / 6 Gemini. But yeah, this is also a very narcissistic mother or a very narcissistic woman, you know, it's up to you. But like I said, the majority of people that watch tarot, you know, because other people would normally not be bothered. But again, it's coming from a woman energy here. So I think you guys are more than likely just going to say, that's my mum. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, trust me, men are victimised as well as what women are, you know. Just because there's majority of women that watch tarot does not mean that men are not victims of control and narcissism. Right? You know, it's standing on eggshells around a person's mood is what it is. You know, if you're a part of the teachings here, we've just gone over this slightly with 5s. All of the 5s and sabotage and abandonment. And what causes an abandonment is confusion and arguments, okay? So if someone has a complaint to make about how you're not cutting the mustard, Bruce Lee, okay? If they make a complaint about the relationship, that's complaining, that's pushing buttons of narcissism to get an argument going, okay? So you'll start off with something very minor, like a 2 of Cups, okay, minor arcana. You'll start off with something very minor, and then it'll build to the point where, okay, the next day there's something wrong, and then the next day there's something more wrong, and then the next day there's something really drastically wrong that really isn't because they're all minor, right? And then all of a sudden you get 2 major cards out of all of the minor cards that are here. You get 2 major cards, which is I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. It's things that are very minor, okay, start off in my head. I start thinking too much, and then I'm triggering and I'm mirroring because I'm thinking, which can be a plan of 9, which means there's something wrong, paranoia. There's something wrong that is going wrong in the relationship. I'm not getting what I want because I can't be satisfied because I'm 9. 9 never, ever reaches a 10. If it's Virgo or Life Path 9, it doesn't reach 10. So I need to think more about it. Okay, I'm on the search for something that I can't find. Right? Which is pretty much what Jim Morrison said at one point. We're reaching for death on the end of a candle. We're searching for something that's already found us. Right? We're in purgatory. Okay, we're searching for something that we can't find, and we are already here. That's why we can't find it. Purgatory, in the darkness. Okay, so, you know, Virgo energy is all about on the search for things they can't never seem to feel as if they can find the answer to. Okay, so if you get a Virgo energy or a Life Path 9 that can be critical of themselves and others, they'll keep searching for an answer of why does this keep failing? Why is it that we constantly argue? If they think that, they put that upon the energy of sabotage. There's something wrong in the relationship. There's something wrong in the relationship. There's something wrong. They make it happen. They're still not satisfied. They bring the tower down with sabotage. If you was to get a 5, because this could be Sag Taurus, okay, which is a 5 energy, Life Path maybe. Okay, bring all the tower down and then blame and say that it's you for a trigger. Okay. Because someone that comes up as intimidating can also play a game of, it's you that's intimidating me. I don't feel safe around you. It's you that's doing it. Right? But the cards speak for themselves here. Right? So that's the last 48 hours. So there's been narcissism, gaslighting. If you don't like the truth and it rings home, don't watch. Because it's not good for your psyche to keep watching and listening to the truth when you think it's the other person. Okay, because you'll be probably blaming the other person. Don't do it. Right? But here again, there's triggers, mirrors, abandonment, self-sabotage. All over the place here. Let's see. Because it's crazy talk. The people can't understand it. If you get that response from a person, man, you're not making any sense. What have I done wrong now? You know, I don't get it. Why are you in a mood now? What's happened now? What? You're not making any sense. Why would you say that? Why would you do that? Like, why? Right? Because they're sabotaging. They're trying their best to sabotage. That's relationship. That means you can't sabotage anything in life unless you have a problem with a person. You bring a problem to someone and say, this is all going on, when it isn't. You know, there's something that you're not doing because I'm not satisfied mentally, physically or emotionally. I could get paranoid through those times and really think that something's going on. And now I'm like right in my head, like constantly in my head now. Okay, it could be like a Virgo moon or rising maybe. But again, like I'm now right in my head, now thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. And then 9 also means an obsession. So I'm obsessed with trying to find answers, to dig into loads of truth to try and find what I can't. Okay, so I keep trying to find out about me and I'm doing loads of research and more research and more research, and I can't seem to find the answer to what that research is. It's quite simple. It's in the cards, right? I can't find answers to it. There isn't one. Let's see. So, oh dear. Next 48 for Gemini. So, well, you had a 5 of Swords. I put it back, and now you've got another 5 here, which is back in the relationship, or still arguing over the relationship, because it's still 5, okay, which can mean, okay, reconciliation, 5, major arcana, back into the relationship. If there's self-sabotage, 5s can go to a minor, which is 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, starts to feel lonely, starts to feel as if I'm pushed out, starts to overanalyze, starts to think of a game, and then suddenly, again, after a game, it happens again, sabotage. So at the moment, you're back more than likely in a relationship, okay? Or someone's already in a relationship and they're married and in a relationship, okay? And this is like an X energy here. But next 48 for Gemini. 8 of Wands, Leo and Aquarian, you're talking in a relationship, so on and so forth here. You know, the whole point of tarot is, if this represents you, if this does represent you, it's about looking at that. You know, if people actually want to change and save their marriage and save their relationship, you don't look at this side with an attitude, right? That's the worst thing you can do, is like hearing this make you worse if it whoever is that watches. If me saying this can make you angry and pissed off, right, then you really need to look at the behaviour, because that will destroy every relationship. It's about coming to terms and think, okay, I do have a problem here, because I do that. I do get moody. I do start complaining about the relationship. I do overanalyze, and I am very critical of other people, and I do think all of the time. And I have an obsession to keep trying to find out what's going wrong with the relationship, when there isn't anything wrong with the relationship. That's what I'm saying. It could all come from a person's head all of the time. Trust me, victims of relationship are, there's something wrong with the relationship, when there isn't, or there's something wrong with you. You know, that's narcissistic parents making people feel as if they're a failure, as if they're no good. The things that you have about you I don't like, not really, because you work too much, you speak too much, you don't speak enough, you don't do this, you don't do that. I don't agree with you being the person that you are. I have problems with the person that you are. You don't add, or you add too much or not enough. You know, a person's mind can create so many scenarios of what is wrong with the other person that they may not even be able to admit the fact that it's themselves. You know, because a person that can get into gaslighting territories really can try to also convince you that it is you. But like I said, the only way that you ever know that is do you complain to a person to say there's something wrong, right? Because that's narcissism. A narcissist doesn't seek out to cause havoc or problems. They don't instigate and push buttons to make you angry, to make an argument. They don't have complaints. If you have complaints, get a friend or someone, or a psychic, you know, not a psychic, get a psych evaluation, mental health. That isn't bipolar, right? That's like, you know, you don't get in a mood and have a go at someone and make them feel really shit about themselves. You know, not that sort of like depression. Depression is like inward. Bipolar and depression, that's an inward thing. They kind of take it out themselves a little bit. I'm on about when you have a mood and you say that it's the other person that's doing things that are wrong, and the response of the other person is like, man, it don't make a lick of sense. I have got no idea what you're talking about. Like, seriously, like, I really don't know where you're coming from. I don't know where you've fabricated all of this up from, but it doesn't make no sense to me because I haven't done that. Like, that isn't what I'm doing. And it makes you feel like a child that you have to keep, like, standing on eggshells around a person because you can slowly feel it building. It will start, like I said, man, it will start off with something very minor and very trivial, and then something again after that. If you give in to the person, they'll get that, but don't think, you know, they're on a path of destruction because it's self-destructive. It's self-sabotage. So it always starts off with something very, very, very minute to another person. But to them, it's a major, right? Because what they're doing is trying to get to the point of self-sabotage. When they get to that point of self-sabotage, if that then turns to narcissism, they can then actually start to try and make you believe that you are at fault, that it is your fault, right? When it isn't. It's here. It does what it says on the tin. Gemini, next 48. Six of Cups, you're back in the relationship, or you're metaphysically exhausted by trying to get through to a person that's already chosen someone else in a relationship here. If you're not in a third party or a Piscean, and not, that would also be a 3, which is 12. If you're not in a third energy, you're just reconciling more than likely, or some of you are, back into the relationship, back as it was before. So this behaviour cannot be just swept under the carpet, because when it raises its ugly head again, you'll see in the future, okay? Let's see. Gemini, last 48. Next 48, sorry. Let's do it again. Gemini, next 48. Gemini, next 48 hours of Gemini. So talking, children, friends, going out, spending some time together. You could also be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries person, or a life path 4. That might be in the family because the 4 came up. So if you've got like a life path 4 Scorpio Aries, and they're obsessed about their children, they're obsessed about their children, and that's a karmic situation that's coming from a mother energy, more than likely here. Okay, Scorpios and life path 4s, one of their trait is they're obsessed about their children. Constantly, always. Okay, and then it's more than likely not wanted by elder children. Okay, but either way, yeah, you got talking, speaking, so on and so forth, and a lead up to if this is going to be recognised or not by the actual person itself. Because, you know, if you guys believe that narcissists can actually change, well then, we'll see, right? But anyway, if you would actually like your, let's see, hold on a minute. The Hierophant. Ten of Pentacles, money and relationship and feeling good. Okay, and I'm feeling good. Boom, 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 boom. Eight of Wands. Yeah, clients, people, interests, friends, thinking about the person. 8 comes from a Leo and Aquarian. Thinking about the relationship, and there it is. But don't forget, this may not seem important, but it's one of the most important cards in the deck, because what was Steve just saying about minor? These cards lead to major cards, obviously, right? So it can be just a minor, start thinking again. I've had a turn of leaf, I now feel different, and I'm now thinking differently. Starting to think again. Right? About what? About the relationship. If this person does, or one of you does, have like mental health or needs help around, like I said, sabotage, self-sabotage, this is what leads to self-sabotage. This card here. Okay, now I'm not trying to put down on it. What I'm saying is that it's here, but it, excuse me, man. It does, it's because I've stopped smoking. I've got like stuff still coming up. But it still starts here from a major, which is a 5. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, if you get a person that is, say, like a life path 5, their life path represents self-sabotage. So they'll have a hell of a lot of lessons to deal with around self-sabotage. Okay, Taurus, Sagittarius, but mainly life path 5 energy. Okay, because it's good. It's a brilliant card. It means stable, relationship, blah, blah, blah. But all of the minor ones mean extremely negative. Every other 5 connected to this means what we just went over on the teaching segment. Even if it's Sagittarius, Sagittarius is also a 5. So it can also mean divine. It can also mean within divine timing, I get moody, very much so in my own way, because I think about relationship, think about the relationship, think about the relationship, think about the relationship, think about it, start getting very tempered and start getting very angry. And when I am, if things don't start cutting the mustard, Bruce Lee, because I'm thinking about the relationship and basing my life off you, and that's all I want, and that's all I need, and that's all I am, is the relationship. And there's nothing more to me apart from the relationship. Man, y'all get into very dangerous ground. Because it's a cycle. It's representation of 5. It can lead to major reconciliation a lot. But minor energy leads to the same energy here. Okay? So, be careful. Be warned. You're on a spiritual journey, and you're on a twin flame journey. So you'll have a lot of dark and light energy, especially if you're also dealing with Virgo, which represent dark and light, but mainly dark. That's Virgo. They have a lantern, but majority of it is dark. Right? They're the opposite to Pisces. Okay? Okay, so there you go. There's your 24-hour last and next. If you are interested in keeping me alive doing these for free, I really hope that you consider joining the website. The website below offers many deals. Okay, you can buy it single and individual, the weekly readings or the teaching readings, or you can join on a subscription based. If you use the code 7S, capital S, capital E, number 7, capital E, capital N, you can get $10 off a subscription to the gold tier. That is where you will find the monthlies, the weeklies, and the teaching videos. Okay, but the gold tier obviously is just monthlies. Silver tier is weeklies and monthlies. And then the gold tier is obviously all above and the teaching. And then you also get bundles. If you just want to buy all of the videos and binge watch them for like a week, you can do that also, which is everything all bundled in, weeklies, monthlies and teaching. Or you can buy them individually, or you can join a subscription. But I really do appreciate it, Gemini, but your reading will be over there. Thanks very much, guys, or it is over there. Thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you soon.